Hello, this is Jose Ojeda with Bit Frameworks. In this video, I'm going to review a CodeRush plugin. What this CodeRush plugin does is it converts a string to an application settings in the application configuration. So, uh, lately I've been doing refactoring of old projects. So, I've been researching refactoring plugins for DevExpress CodeRush. So looking into the sources that they have published and all the blog posts, I found this, which I believe is really useful. This is the original blog post. So I read it and it looks really interesting. So what I did is first took the easy way and went to the Visual Studio gallery and download this plugin. But it didn't run on my setup, because this is only run on 2010, 2012, and 2013. So I went back and looked for the source. The source is basically in two pages. One is the historical source, which is here. I'm going to close it and open it again. And the other one is here. Um, so if you see, last time this was compiled was like 3 years ago. So I download the source, and I have the source here. So the first thing that I did, this source didn't compile at the beginning. First, because all the references were all reference. So I went to DevExpress menu, then project converter, and I run the project converter over this project. After that, one of the reference was still wrong, and it was this one. So I remove it and I add it back, and still, I even when I add it, I have problems in one line. Let me show you the line. In this line, it says that this class didn't exist in the project, in none of the reference. If you go to definition here, it says that this class lives in, well, in this assembly. So I even add reference to this assembly here, and it didn't work. So what I did is I remember that the refactoring provider is a visual component. So what I did is I opened the plugin designer, went to view toolbox, and in the DX core extension and providers, I got it from here and drag and drop it, and that fixed the reference. After that, you compile it and you have it. I mean, I'm going to create a separate video on how to install plugins, CodeRush plugins, community plugins in Visual Studio. So far, uh, it's already installed in my Visual Studio, and I'm going to show you how it works. For that, I'm going to create a new project, a Windows application, and this is going to be CodeRush string to app settings, and we're going to put en at the end because it's English version, and I have already created a Spanish version because Spanish is my native language. I guess you can figure it out that I'm not English native speaker. So in here we have the app application configuration. It's basically empty, only the startup um, node. So let's test the plugin. The plugin is already loaded. So if you see the documentation, it says that in a string you put select the string, and then from the list of refactorings you select convert the string to application setting. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a string, and this is going to call. I'm going to call this connection string, and the value will be so it's a made up value. I mean, I need to put a right, I mean, a correction string actually, but this will serve to do the demonstration. So what we do is we highlight this, we click the refactor menu, and we convert the string to application setting. If you see, this added some reference. Basically, the reference that it added was this system configuration. Let's collapse this. And it changed the line. Instead of the string, now it's reading the value from the application configuration. And if we check the application configuration, now we have hey, this time it didn't update it. Or let's save it and open it again. I want to see. This time didn't work. It's the first time that I see something like that. Yeah, it has this. No, that's strange. Let's start over. This didn't happen on the Spanish video. So let's give it a try. Maybe because the application configuration was open. So refactor menu. It changed it. And here it added the key. Yeah, I think it's because it was open. Something happened. So in here you have to put the correct value on. Maybe this is not the correct place to put a connection string because the configuration have a specialized section for that. But this is just an example. So I'm going to refactor this value and call it connection 1. We save it and it will refactor also the application configuration connection 1, and this is the value. I'm going to add a second value just to show this again. So this is going to be a web service as I did in the Spanish video. Is the address of my web page. So I'm going to do the same. Again, it's reading from there, from the config. We see the config. We have a key and a value. I'm going to refactor this because I don't like how it looks like. Um, Perfect. And it changing here also. So this is all for this video. I will be uploading um, other CodeRush plugin reviews and the small tutorials. So keep on checking the page is www.bitframeworks.com, and see you on the next video.